Hi everyone, I'm back. I was having some little technical difficulties. It's late, but a couple people asked me if I was going to go ahead and, hey Rebecca, oh my gosh, how are you? A couple folks asked me if I was going to do a new moon reading, and there's been so much going on that I wasn't going to, but I can't sleep, so I'm gonna go ahead and do it. So, little cat, you're gonna get in big trouble if you don't get off that dresser. So, this reading is from this new moon to the full moon on October 24th. The energies for that time period. The title. Ooh, okay. Cards fell out. Let's rock with it. Wow. Queen of Pentacles, Ace of Cups, Two of Cups. My God. I'm getting excited. Okay. Bottom of the deck. Knight of Pentacles. What? That looked crazy. Okay. This is super exciting. And now this song makes sense. So, hey baby, how are you? So, it's so funny how if this cat knocks that lamp off the dresser, he's gonna be in big trouble. So it's funny how these themes are coming to me now, and these songs for the readings, and I wasn't going to play any music. I was like, this cat is off the chain. He is literally trying to climb up. Anyway. So, so these songs have been coming to me, and I wasn't going to play anything. I was like, I'm just going to get the cards, and I'm going to just like feel the vibe. And Spirit was like, no, go get your laptop and turn it on. And as I'm listening to the words of Paradise Circle and thinking about the law of rhythm, and now here's this fantastic spread. So let's get into it. Let's get into it. So you better lay down and go to sleep. Relax. It's nighttime. It's time for bed. Okay. So, first card out of the deck, as I said, Queen of Pentacles. Could not be more beautiful. I mean, we got pure cups and pentacles in this read. This is hecka amazing. I mean, we've got resources, money, and emotions. This is like super duper exciting. So Queen of Pentacles, right? We've got a beautiful queen, obviously sitting on her throne. We have so much abundance around her. She is holding on to her pentacles, but this is not a queen that is selfish with her resources. This is a queen that shares their resources, shares their resources with others, understands the importance of reciprocity, of give and take, hence the law of rhythm. So the law of rhythm basically states that, how do I put this as I twist my hair? I hope y'all can hear me. Let me know if you can hear me. So, the law of rhythm basically, let me turn this bad boy up. There we go. Basically talks about the pendulum. Thank you, my love. Talks about the pendulum that swings back and forth, right? And so we know that in our lives, and I think I talked about this on Sunday or Saturday, whatever day I did that reading, that life is like this. And it's about how we respond. So I'm not going to do a repeat of that, of that conversation. But the law of rhythm is, and I've been working with that law since I started reading on it. That law of rhythm says that, well, one of the other laws of the universe is that life is always flowing, right? So the highest law is that all is mind. And so everything we see, everything we manifest is a reflection of our innermost thoughts, our innermost beliefs. And you metaphysical folks out there that know this is not a new conversation for you, right? And so the law of rhythm is a lower law than the law of all is mind. So the law of rhythm basically states that nothing can stay one way, which we know. The pendulum swings right, the pendulum swings left, the pendulum swings left, the pendulum swings right. That's what it does. This Queen of Pentacles, she knows that. She's in balance with that. So there is going to be a need between, really the new moon was on the 8th, right? So definitely a couple of days between the 8th and the 9th. Depending where you are on the planet. Some a couple of days late, but it's just been so much going on. So this queen knows that resources come and go. Hey, Gail. California people checking in, West Coast people checking in late at night. So this queen is not going to get rocked when life happens, right? This queen is firmly on her throne in her abundance. And so that is the posture that we want to take from this new moon to the full moon, right? Why do we need to take that posture? Because we have Venus in retrograde, which rules Libra. Venus is retrograde in Scorpio, okay? Scorpio, for those of you that know, are about the depths, right? About uncovering, about getting to the bottom of the things, finding things out. You know, my sister is a Scorpio, and let me tell you something. She was an A1 investigative reporter when she wanted to be. My sister, whose birthday is on Halloween, by the way, could get to the bottom of anything. Nothing like gets by her, passes by her, right? And she's not into like metaphysics or astrology or any of that stuff. She just is she's a natural reporter. I used to call her the press. So that's the thing about Scorpio, right? Always digging, always searching, always uncovering. So what does it mean when you have a sign like Venus? Uncovering. In the beginning of when we were still in the shadow of Venus, I was talking about this energy influencing people. Hey, Melissa Morgan. I was talking more about Venus in retrograde in Scorpio, having to do with rethinking your looks, rethinking how you feel about beauty, how you feel about love, etc., right? Well, that was the surface level part of it, because we know you can't rethink anything unless you're digging in the depths, right? Unless you're digging in the depths to figure out what is it about you or your belief system that makes it almost impossible for you, me, us, we to not swing from one end to another when things come up in life, because things are always going to come up. So we have to uncover what those hidden beliefs are that are being manifested through our experiences, right? Giving us an opportunity to respond differently, giving us an opportunity to be the queen, to be in our divine feminine, to know that we have all the resources we need, to know we have all the support we need, right? So I'm looking at this as a confirmation that we have everything that we need, and that is the energy we need to key into, especially now with everything happening in the world. And here's Melissa Morgan saying, do you still love me? How many people are asking that question right now, huh? How many people are asking that question of source? Yeah, with the hurricane, with the political situation, with everything that's happening in the world, it's easy to think that that pendulum is going to stay right here forever. But like Melissa Morgan says, take 1 minute. Take 1 minute, open up your eyes, see what's really in front of your face, right? She ain't say that. She said she see how you feel special, but I'm saying open your eyes. All right. Next card. Hey, Katrina. Next card. Ace of Cups. I mean, this is amazing. We start with the Queen of Pentacles. Hey, Charisse. We start with the Queen of Pentacles and we go to the Ace of Cups. I mean, my goodness. But here's the thing. Again, that first law of the universe. And this is based on, I'm studying Hermes right now. Hermes Trismegistus, the lessons of Hermes and Hermetic magic. First law of the universe is all is mind, right? You're only going to be able to access this. And here you come. You're only going to be able to access this once you get this in check, once you begin to believe that this is possible for you. Yes, I know you're a mystical kitty. I know you're not trying to come over here. You are so... No. You know what? You know what? You know what? Mommy is working and nobody wants to see... Yes, you're very cute. Nobody wants to see you tonight. He's like, you want to see me. Nobody puts baby in the corner. All right. So, all is mind. So, and that's hard for us to grasp sometimes, right? Because these are not the things that we're taught, that all is mind, that our thoughts become things, that our beliefs create our experiences sometimes, and that we are part of a collective consciousness, right? But this is what's waiting. This is what's possible, right? Ace, new love. Even more than that, even more than new love, I'm going to put you down. Because you ain't finna be the problem. Put down. You're not finna be the problem. Okay. Don't you come back up here. Okay. So not just new love, but a new opportunity to see. Oh, you are acting up. He's been acting up all night long. Like, when the clock struck 11, he got crunk. Okay. Yes, I know. You love mommy. I know. I understand. Okay. So, new opportunities. New, but more importantly, what I'm really, really feeling is that This Ace of Cups is a new way to see yourself, is a new way to, and here we go again with Venus and Scorpio, and here we are, we know that the cups have to do with emotions, and here we are with the emotions in water, huh? And the emotions in water, Venus and Scorpio, same thing, right? But this hand over here, we say that's the hand of God, the hand of the universe, etc., etc. Okay? So we have the gifts here. We have the gifts being afforded to us, right? We have all the love that we want. We have all the resources that we want. We have the possibility for all of the abundance that we want. But again, all is mind. Okay? Get your minds right. We got to get our minds right. So that's what we're going to be focusing on. And the world is forcing us to get our minds right, isn't it? The world is forcing us to get our minds right. The energies of the time is forcing us to get our mind right. And then what do we have after the Ace of Cups? Two of Cups. Listen, if this was a personal read just for Zoe Flowers, I would be so excited. I'm like, wait a minute. New money, new resources, new opportunities for love? Like, what? This is phenomenal. New partnerships. It's a time to be a new you. It's time to be a new you. So, no matter what's going on the outside, no matter what kind of circus it looks like on the outside, we can make that circus into a paradise. Yes, it will take work, but it can be done. But the law of rhythm. A lot of times we just want things to be smooth. The law of rhythm talks about, okay, things are really good, but because of the law of rhythm, things have to balance out. You can't have night without day. You can't have forward without backwards, etc. You have to have things balanced, right? That's basically what the law of rhythm is about. But, good night, baby. I'm going to be going to bed too. So that's what the law of rhythm really talks about, is that yin and yang energy, right? But what I recently found out is there's a couple of ways to work with the law of rhythm, okay? So one of the things that you can do is you can revert to a higher law, okay? You can, instead of saying, well, if there's good, there has to be bad. Well, if I'm getting money, I'm going to have to outlay a bunch of money, right? Well, if I'm getting this great love, this great relationship, something else shady has to happen. Instead of falling into that, and there's a sister that I've been listening to that was talking about this. She was saying that instead of just defaulting to that, to rising higher, raising your vibration to the point that all is mind. And if all is mind, then you can rise above that law of rhythm and you can cancel it out. Now, it's definitely going to take work, but it's worth it. It's worth it. It's worth it to set your mind to say, you know what? All is mind. I create my reality. I create my reality. And I'm attracting good things. Bottom of the deck. Knight of Pentacles. Another great card. We know that the Knight signals the end of a long-term situation. So this could be, again, new job, new opportunity, right? This is the opposite end of that pendulum. If that pendulum, I just want you to see what's happening. just pure foolishness. Just pure foolishness. Just pure foolishness. He's trying to get comfortable. So yeah, so this right here, the end of a long-term situation. This is absolutely amazing. So it may not feel like that right now. It may not feel like these pentacles are coming. It may not feel like these cups are coming, but my goodness, Two of Cups next to the Ace of Cups. My goodness, that's great. So if you're having a hard time believing that, resonating with that, go to that first law, that all is mind. Go to that first law of the universe, that your thoughts create things. And between this new moon, well, the new moon that happened on Monday, and the full moon that's going to happen on October 24th, see if you can just work with your thoughts. I'm going to work with this cat's thoughts in a minute. Hold on. Because you've got to get down. Okay. Stop now. Okay. So see if you can focus on those thoughts. See if you can focus on those beliefs. Now, you may not feel like you're able to manifest right away within that short time period, right? You may not feel like that yet. You may not be there yet. That's okay. But at least you know what's possible. You might even want to look up the Queen of Pentacles. You might want to look up the Ace of Cups. You might want to look up the Two of Cups and the Knight of Pentacles. All right? But we've got pure royalty here. We start with the Queen and we end with the Knight. Pure royalty. Pure royalty. That's a good cycle. That's a good cycle. So even though it feels like a circus, there's an end in sight. Law of rhythm tells us there's always an end in sight. Just like our ancestors would say, trouble doesn't last always. This too shall pass. This came so that it could pass. You know, one of the things when I used to go to church that my pastor would say is that things came so it could pass, right? But again, as we move more towards this energy, yeah, and we start aligning ourselves with a higher vibration, we start having new conversations. We start having new conversations with ourselves. We start having new conversations with our peers. We start not having conversations with people also. We can start to vibrate higher. And we can start to really attract what we want. And we won't get caught up in the pettiness like we have been. That's what I meant to say too about this energy, this Venus in retrograde energy. Real easy to get caught up in pettiness right now. Real easy to pop off. Real easy to sink into a low-key depression real quick, right? Especially with what's going on with Mother Nature, okay? So we want to keep our heads about us. We want to know that this is a part of the life process. This is a part of the pendulum. It swings right and left, but we are going to raise our energy through various means to rise above, as Candy Burris said in her song, "We rise above all of it, right? We rise above the haters, and we spend our time with people that make us actually feel good. We rise above the silly relationships and the silly arguments, and we vibrate towards people that are going to love us and treat us the way we deserve to be treated. Some of us have not found that person, have not found this Ace of Cups, right? Because we're not vibrating high enough. We're not eating the right foods. And because we're not eating the right foods, we are not allowing the waste to come out of our bodies. And because the waste is not flowing out of our bodies, we have all types of toxins and things like that clogging up our bodies, clogging up our minds, right? So there are things we can do. There are things we can do to vibrate higher. Okay? So I'm going to pull one more card from the I Ching. Thanks for hanging out. Wow, that flew out. Wow. Okay, so the I Ching works off of a hexagram. Okay, each one of these lines means something, and all of these lines make a hexagram. Okay, and as you know, I do not have this deck memorized yet, and so I will be reading the definition for number 25, and I feel like I've gotten this before. What are you doing, Munchkin? What are you doing? And Mommy has to change. I'm going to have to change my sheets when you get off this bed. Stop it. And I am putting you out. Let's see. Number 20. I've pulled this before. Okay. Wu Wang, innocence, above heaven, below thunder. In spring, life energy begins to move again beneath the skies, bringing a time of childlike innocence, like a child who does not yet know when success is impossible. We've gotten this before, y'all. We've gotten this before. The innocent soul undertakes great things and succeeds against all odds. Human nature is innately good and will instinctively turn toward innocent impulses. That's interesting. Like a child who does not yet know when success is impossible. And I underlined it the last time. I got that. We got this a couple months ago. We got this after the eclipses. Like a child who does not know. So that means I need to just quickly talk about that, right? You have to have a childlike naivete, a childlike innocence if you're really going to manifest, right? You cannot manifest your way into a better situation with the mind that created the situation. So be ye as little children, right? Like a child that doesn't know that things are impossible. Again, all is mind. That's just a confirmation. If you don't believe it, you're not going to see it. If you don't believe it, you're not going to see it. If you don't believe it, you're not going to see it. And again, remember, this is a collective universe and we have a collective consciousness. So every one of our thoughts is connected to somebody else's, which connects to the larger cosmos, which creates so much of what we see today, right? So that's why it's important, as I had to remember this week, because it was a very challenging week, that we have to, no matter what is going on, be the queen. Watch our mouths, watch what comes out of our mouth, watch what we think, and be the queen. Be the queen. Because if you don't, nothing's going to change. So that's all I got. It's past time for me to go to bed. So, excuse me. I love y'all for hanging out. I don't even know what time it is now. But I'm going away this weekend. So I might do a reading, not from the beach, but I might do one from the house that we're staying at. I think that'll be cute. Okay? So, yeah. So I'll probably do another reading this weekend and see what's going on in the universe. See what's going on. All right, y'all. Have a good night.